Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, the best rackets of 2023, in my opinion. Stay tuned. All right, coffee sponsor of today. Wow, Justin hooked me up again. Justin Erickson, guys. Videos have been awesome. Enjoy the rest of your fall and winter. Can't wait for the Australian Open. Wow, dang, Justin. We're thinking ahead already. Thank you for the coffee, speaking of thinking ahead. Yeah, I'm thinking ahead of this coffee right now. If you want to be my coffee sponsor of the day, network is buymeacoffee.com/tennis spin. You want to just hook up the channel and ignore my coffee? Super thanks is the way. Link is below. Here's to you guys. Thank you so much. All right, so this year has been, man, a lot of rackets that came out. Hard for me to keep up with. But now that every racket is out, at least I think so, because you never know. These guys might throw one out before the end of the year, and then I'll be like, uh-oh. But now that we are at the end of the year, I'm going to tell you what my favorites are and what I deem as, my favorites, my rackets of the year. I'm going to start with the players' rackets, the control rackets. The Prestiges just came out. I really like that Prestige Tour. Coach Gu and Coach Chris love those too. Coach Jared loved the Pro. Coach Rob actually liked the Tour also. So that whole line was actually pretty good. That MP is a cheater Prestige, but still good. You could say you play with a Prestige, even though it's, I don't know, I can't deem it really a Prestige, but they still call it one, so I get it. Gravity line was awesome. That was a great update in that version 3. Great feel. Zedek worked really well on that racket. Especially the Gravity Pro. A lot of people have changed to that one. Even the Gravity MP, even at its lightweight, a lot of people have kind of gravitated towards the gravities. But yeah, that Gravity Pro was awesome. And then the Perceps came out, and I was like, oh, okay, well, they changed the name. And then thankfully they changed the name, because whenever somebody asked me, hey, do you have a V-Core? So in my mind, as soon as somebody says V-Core, I think of the red racket. When I showed them the red racket, they're like, not that V-Core. And I was like, oh, you mean V-Core Pro, right? Why did they call 2 lines of rackets V-Core and add a Pro to the, the control line? Right? So Percept, I don't know about the name, but the racket works. We love the Percept line, especially the 97D for dense, 320 weight, 1820 string pattern. So those were my 3 top favorite control line rackets, and my pick and our pros pick for best control line of rackets is the Percept 97D. Like, we love the plow, we love the feel. We even loved it even though it is an 18 by 20. The 310, which was just a standard 97, and the 330, which was the H, didn't quite have as much plow as this one did. This kind of didn't really need to be customized. I felt like even the H needed some lead. The 97 for us definitely needed some weight. This one was just kind of perfect. We are not huge fans of 1820, but I guess this particular racket wins on two categories, 1820 and in the control line, as it just happens to be both. So if you haven't tried this particular racket, it's got great feel. Even though it's a 320, you can plow through the ball, you can shape the ball because you can just throw it up at the last moment and actually impart spin on it, even with the 18 by 20 string pattern. Yeah. I feel like 18 by 20 is gaining a little momentum in a lot of the racket companies, and they're making more of them. If they can make it more like this, I think more people would switch and be fans of, denser strings. All right, so Percept 97D, racket of the year on the control side, at least for me and our coaches. Now, the line of racket that I enjoyed the most this year and that I feel would be probably the top seller next year in 2024 is, I feel like everybody's going to be shifting next year. So for all, let's say, beginner, intermediate, even kind of lower advanced rackets, the whole shift line kind of works. We love the way it feels. We love the way it played. For those of you who don't know, when it comes through this way, it's kind of a stiff regular racket, something that you already own. But when it comes this way, it's like a clash. So it flexes a lot this way and it's stiff this way. The only thing that we were questioning with this racket is in the 99 light and in the standard 99, they call it 99 because that's the head size, is that it's a 16 by 20 string pattern. We're not huge fans of the extra cross, as it kind of takes away a little bit of the spin. But in spite of that, the 99L and the 99 played very, very well. So even in spite of that, we love this line. Now, our favorite racket of this line is the Shift 99 Pro. So a little heavier on an 18 by 20 though. We love the balance, we love the way it played, we love the plow, we love the maneuverability of the racket. Like I said, in spite of all those strings, 18 by 20. Like I said, 18 by 20 might be a wave of what's coming. So more strings and then lengths is what I'm predicting for the future. We're going to get an inch longer and we're going to get more strings. It's kind of like 20 years ago, if you guys remember. Everything was longer and there might have been more strings on the racket. So, racket line of the year for everyone, and will probably be the best-selling racket next year, are the Shifts. All right, so if you haven't tried one, check it out. If you're a Clash user, Ultra user, Pure Drive user, you want more spin, and you don't like the arrow, try one of these. Even the light feels really, really good. And it's very deceptive because it doesn't really feel like a light. Okay? So, Shift, racket line of the year. Now, the racket of the year on the 98s. Man, that was a tough one, guys. Last year it was the Extreme Tour. I didn't bring that back into the fold because it did win last year, and I was kind of just judging what rackets came out this year. And when we did our update a few months back, I really, 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 really loved the Pure Drive 98. And, you know, we had Clash 98 come out prior to that. That was last year. Radical came out. And what else came out here? We had V-Core 98 come out. Yeah. And I deemed that the racket of the year a couple years back, well, last generation. And then we also had Aero 98, which was kind of at the tail end of last year. Well, actually, no, the 98 is new for this year because the previous version was called VS. But I still deem this the 98 of the year. Pure Drive 98. I love the plow, right? Again, I love the plow. I love the weight. I love the way it felt in my hand, the way it struck the ball. You know, just kind of the overall feel. You guys know I'm not a huge Babolat fan. So for me to make this racket the 98 of the year is huge, okay? So if you guys haven't played with it, definitely give it a shot. If you're a 98 user that just wants more, you know, just more of everything, you know, all across the board, this would definitely be something you should try for sure. All right, Pure Drive 98. 98 of the year for me. Okay. So the overall racket of the year for me, I feel is, you know, it was hard to judge because so many control rackets came out. Not too many power rackets came out. You know, I just felt like this particular racket changed the way we think about rackets and will potentially change the way we play as the engineers kind of move forward in how they perceive, you know, tennis will be. You know, obviously everybody wants more spin, right? But you need to kind of combine the plowing through the ball with the spin. I mean, we can't just spin the ball because it'll slow down the actual ball speed when it's tumbling so fast, right? So I feel like this particular racket gives you a great combination of both. And my racket of the year is actually the Shift. So I bring it back. So not only is it the racket line of the year, the regular Shift 99 is the racket of the year, right? You could put this into most people's hands, maybe not an advanced player, but anything, you know, below that, the weekend warrior, league players, high school players, I mean, anybody can play with this particular racket and thrive. So, racket of the year, 2023, Wilson Shift 99. All right. Let me know, do you agree with me? What do you think these should be? I would love to hear that in the comments. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Coach Rob.
What's up, Harry?
New toy?
New toy.
What are we doing?
Well, you know, we've been hitting and you keep telling me how flat a ball I hit, so I thought I'd better get some topspin in get my little more roll to my shots.
The coach is getting fed some balls by, what is this thing?
Fast Track Tennis, Harry.
Wow.
I can come in, I can hit volleys, I can work on my drop shot since we've been watching so much clay. Come around and go backhand. You can come to the net, hit a forehand.
FastTrackTennis.com is the way to get your own. Link is below. You could literally be hitting this all day long.
Until the power runs out or you hit all the balls over the fence.
Or until you get some topspin.